Hi everyone, hope you are doing great. In this video I am going to show you how I created this bedroom scene in this modern villa series using SketchUp and Enscape. So let's start. In this villa series, previously we have done this kitchen, and here we have done a living room, and now I am going to do this bedroom. Consider this one in this way we are going to entering into the room, and here we have the window for outside view. We have plain wall over here and here. My plan is, in this way if I made the bed, here I can place the wardrobe, and opposite to wall I can place the TV unit, so which could be efficient way we can use this place. So if I made the bed over here and here, we can make the bedside tables, and on this wall we can make the wall paneling. So in this video I am going to show this entire wardrobe, wall paneling, bed, all these designs, and in the next video we are going to make the TV unit. So first of all, let's measure the distances. From here to here it's like 12.5, but first of all I need to leave 2 feet for the wardrobe, and in this direction up to this door 8.5 feet. So up to 8 feet I am going to make the wardrobe. I will make the rectangle and pull it up to, it's like I have given this floor height to 12 feet. So up in that 1 feet we are going to make the ceiling. 11 feet I am going to make the wardrobe. Probably it is going outside, yeah, like this. And next here this box for wardrobe. Actually this is for 11 feet. In general houses we are going to make up to 9 feet to 9.5 feet. Up to 7 feet we can make the sliding doors, and later on we can make them as a loft, like single shutters we can make them. On this side, so curtains, so I'm going to use a model. I have already some models, so I'm going to use a curtain model over here, and I'm going to use a bed model over here. So we need to divide this wall first. M control 2 feet. So on this wall we need to make the wall cladding. So one by one we are going to make it. So first of all I will start with this wardrobe. M control up to 3 inches. It is going to be skating, so I will move it inside 1.5 inches, 1.5 inch. And next I will use a offset 1 inch. Offset 1 inch, and I will select this bottom line. M control up to 8 feet. Why 8 feet? For the sliding doors, we can a plywood standard dimension would be 8 by 4 feet. So 8 feet would be maximum. If you want to close entire thing, you need to cover, you need to make some joints. Either way you can do it. You can from top to bottom you can make the single doors, just simple joints you need to make. If you're not on the bottom section, for easy usage 8 feet tall is the more than enough. So probably on the top shelves sometimes we may not use regularly, sometimes we may use. That's why I'm going to leave them as a standard doors. my plan, we are going to make the printable doors, like prints, any sceneries or any kind of photos we can print on these doors, probably wood texture on this shutters and outer body. So this is how we made the wardrobe. Then after, like I will use 2 side tables on each side. We know like it's like 10 feet T. I will take a reference line at the middle and 3 feet in this direction, 3 feet in this direction, which means 6 feet master. Like we need a king side bed, right? 6 by 6 feet king side bed. Probably on length side we can give a little bit more, like 6.5 feet. And next if you select from here to here, like 2 feet, and this direction also 2 feet 3 inches probably, right? I'm going to make 2 feet bedside tables. So topmost bedside table height should be like 1.5 feet or 1 feet 8 inches. That would be maximum. So I'm giving like 1 feet 8 inches. Then after, in this direction 1 feet 6 inches, not 6 inches, 1 feet 5 inches. 3 feet for like same like skating, we need to leave this 3 feet. And in this direction 2 feet, and here 2 feet. Like here these two is going to be our bedside tables. Probably these two are going to be same, so I'm going to make them as a component. So I'm going to make the box up to 2 feet. Here some space, we need some congestion space over here. That's why I made it as a sliding doors. If we move these two, like we can get some, we can access at this bottom area. Make it a component, M control, and paste it over here. Okay, so first of all I need to make the scene, because this wall is interrupting my modeling. So I'm going to do like this. I'm going to push pull it, so we can have this line for our future references. And Alt H for I have created the shortcut for unhide, and I will go inside like this, make it a view. I have shortcut zoom. For zoom I have shortcut Z. Here it is showing only 35 degrees. I am going to make it 55. 55 is probably good enough. I will arrange my camera like this, and I'm going to take a render like this. So this is my camera position. I will add a scene and save it. Probably as I have made these two references lines, we need to make one more ceiling, right? This is for floor. I'm going to make a ceiling. I will make a rectangle, push pull it 1 feet, make it a group. In conventional houses we can make 6 inches ceilings, but I have given 12 feet floor height, so I am going to make it a 1 feet. In between, you either any design you can do it, that's up to you. For our scene I am going to make a simple scene. Next step, I am going to divide this wall. M control, one line over here, another line over here. I am going to adjust them accordingly up to this. See? And this one up to this. So once I have divided, here I can make the wall panel. Depends on your taste, you can make a different type of wall panels, but for our tutorial I am going to make the tufted design. On each side I am going to make a reflective paneling. It's like a classy design. So on this face, entirely probably black color paneling. I will push pull 0.5 inches, this one too. In between I am going to make that tufted designs. So first of all, Control C, I will copy this face. Out of this Control V, we can design easily, that's why I just copied it outside. Just to measure, this is like 6 feet from floor height to ceiling, it is 11 feet, right? And this one is 12 feet. So I will move this line in Z, in negative Z direction, 1 feet. That's it. M control, move it and divide it by 12. So each one would be 6 inches, and I will make it a group, and so I will make a box like this, push pull it just 2 inches, okay, and I will make it a component. Then after control, I will paste it X11. Everything's done. Next, I will select this face. I will use this one, round corner tool. So I will use bevelize each side. How much? Make sure you have the 6 segments, because more than may lead the number of increase in number of faces. That may not that needed. So I'm going to use this offset like it is 2 feet, right? 1 inch or 2 inch. So I'm going to use 1 inch. Click enter, just check it. If you want furthermore, you can use like 2 inches. Yeah, on 2 inches it is making some effect. So 2 inches I have made it, and select all ones and use this one, AMS smooth run, like in the JHS power bar. In this toolbar I am using this one, AMS smooth run, and just select it. All is going to be smoothened out. I am facing some problem to selecting the space. Only select these, move it. Right, we don't need this face. Once we have done this, like on top of it I need to make some designs like gold frames like that. So I'm going to do L 6 inches, and in this direction 2.5 inches, and red direction close it, make it a group first and move it to this end. Then 2.5, yeah, and I'm going to push pull it 3 inches, okay, and I will select these 2 edges and corner it. If you select it, yeah, 2 inches, it is okay, good. And I will move in upward direction, so up to 3 feet, 3 feet, up to 3.5 feet we are going to get the bed. So I will move in Z direction. More than 3 feet probably starts with 4.5 feet, okay. Then I will use the control 6 and X11. So everything is good. I will select an opposite direction, like in this way I want to make. So move it 5, yes, and these two move in Z direction 10, and again these two in Z direction 5, in Z direction 5, enter, and this one, okay, and these two like move it into 5. Actually it is an even number, that's why I'm getting like that. If it is odd number, we are going to get the straight one. Okay, leave it, that's not a big problem. Select all this and I'm going to make them into the group. So once I want to apply the material, all should be applied with the same. These one too, I will select all this and I will make the group, and these two again group. So individually we can make them. So while moving, select this scene, and we need to move it up to here, okay. If you are facing problem, just move it up to here. Select end point, Z direction up to end, and again this end point, red axis, select this point. That's it. A simple way we can move them. Once we have the bed, we can adjust this height, and here we can place a sample photo frame. I have one image for that. To make it simple, I am going to copy the bed and curtains. So I have copied this bed and the curtain models from 3dwarehouse.com only. Here we are going to make these curtains up to this roof. Like I have increased the scale up to the ceiling. I have increased the scale so that like here if you want, we can make this a ceiling closure also. That depends on you. but when you are taking from this direction, if you can't see this, these are may not come into the picture, so we will see that later. Once everything is okay, then we can continue with it, or not we can make it further changes. I will copy it so that I can cover up to here x2. Okay, up to this window I have covered it. Make these three a group, and now we need to make this bedside table, so double click it. This is like open shelf, and this is for drawer. This is going to be my side tables. On top we can make some decoratives, and next what we are going to do, we will apply materials one by one. So I will start with these panels. So I will select a new color. I will use a blackish with ceramic, or directly if you can give ceramic kind of properties, it's going to be shiny metallic, shiny property. So but we will adjust that later, so I will simply click OK, and I will apply onto these faces. Actually I want to apply it to 3 faces, so I will select like this. Okay, and B apply. On sides also we will get that, and I will use offset. So offset up to 3 inches, and again offset 1 inch, and I will select these two, or select like this. Maybe some background lines, or go and select M control in this direction, in this direction 1 feet. So probably it will get like this. Oh, not even 1 feet is not good. 6 inches, yeah, it may cover this. And I will select this face, inside face, M control, select this edge and this edge. Sometimes you may delete this face, no problem, just draw a line and it will cover it, and use the material, that's it. So and again I will create new probably light orangish color. I will use metal properties on it. Okay, so these are all these two borders are going to be metallic finish. Metals or mirror, while render we will change the properties again, but directly I have given I have added a material command like metal. And next step, this is one is black. The tufted, this for the cushion material, I am going to make either from this or from the wardrobe. So first of all we need to get it from the wardrobe, so I will create a wood material. I am using oak wood type of material, and I will select this one. All these materials I will assign in the description, and I will give you the model also. Select, I will apply on top and on this as well. I will increase the scale to 6 feet. Okay, I will leave them, or I can change them different color, but on top, actually on these doors I need to make this printing image, right? So for that I have image. This image I choose on top of that, I mean to print on this wardrobe. So just close it, I select open. Okay, while making, double click it, B. I have only applied on these. Okay, next step, right click, texture position, just increase the scale so that this image fit onto these 3 doors. So I will increase. Oh no, Ctrl Z. This is the problem we are getting. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, click enter. I will use up to it, and top and bottom we will use one more color, just opposite color, so that these are we're going to highlight like a borders. Simply select this, sample it and paste it. Very easy step, right? And on sides we need to place one more material that I will get it from this image. For that, what I am going to do, again I will go to edit, just click over here, select that image, open with paint. So I can sample the with the color picker, I can sample any color. I will sample the background. Here it is like blackishness, right? This one I am going to sample. Edit colors. Note this number. Probably it is a blackish, so that's why it will 111. New material, RGB, 111. Select this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and click OK. And on sides first, here and here is going to be the blackishness, and we need to make them. Okay, I will select this one, M control 1 feet. 1 feet I am going to use this. On top, M control, negative Z direction, up to here, like 6 inches. Right? This is how it's going to be looking. Either you can use this wood color or the white. So probably I will create white color, very little bit grayishness. Okay, and I will select on this faces. For the sides, what I am going to do, select this line, pull it back, double click, and pull it outside. Now all sides will get the same color. 0.5, double click, that's it. So on front we are going to get this, and sides here we have 2 colors, like this blackishness or white. For the body, either way you can choose, or you can go with the wood texture also. My plan, like, it should match with the scene. So here mostly we are getting the yellow color, and these are the default material comes with this model. Either you can keep them or you can change them, but how you can decide these colors, that should be depends on the decoratives you choose. See, on this wardrobe I have a printed texture. This is also look like a decorative, and on back side you can use any photo frames kind of things, or any decorative objects. You can pick those colors from those objects, like it will keep the uniformity. And here if you observe, like, I'm going to do one more thing. On sides, here it is going to be white. It is getting white, right? That's why. And that's it. Next step, I am going to make the photo frame. Probably I will use a rectangle, green color, axis pick, left side arrow mark, and how much? 2.5 feet, 3 feet. It's a big photo frame. I can adjust these values later, but right now I'm going to pull it 1 inch, make it a group. I will adjust that later, but same, I will pick this material, apply on it, and I will use the offset 0.25, just pull very bit, 0.25. And here we need to create new material with the selected image. See, I want to use this image. I have downloaded in the Google itself. I have tried some decorative photo frames and all. I have searched for that. I got this one. I will select this image, open, and click OK, and select this face and apply on it. Now texture position. See, simple. If you click and drag, it will increase the size, it will change the scale. If you click and leave the mouse, it is going to pick that handle and it will place. I will place over here, and this one too. While moving itself, you will get that blue color indication mark, right? Trace mark. So I can trace it. Okay, here, yeah, and place it over here. And now here you can trace the green, yes, up to this corner. Blue, you can need to trace the right side one and the bottom one. The common trace point you will get, and you can click it. Now you can adjust these point to the frame. Click and drag. Oh, move it carefully. While using middle mouse, you may sometimes, if you press shift, you will get these kind of dull image, like you can change them again. So just press shift, press and leave it, then you can get these colors. Once you getting the color knobs, then you can move them easily. See, again shift. I will place at this end, that's it. And oh, this one is more than, right? I'll click enter, select this face, I'll see M, just adjust according to this frame. That's it. Now we got the photo frame. Now I need to make center, move, pick this middle point, red arrow mark. Either you can adjust on an average, or you can trace between the line over here, and you can say trace the midpoint, but I'm using just on an average, little bit downward. That's it. And I can adjust these rings a little bit lower, and I will select this one, this material, onto this group B. That's it. Next one, you can trace these colors over here. So here we get this some green color and whitish, some grayish, blackish, and some gold. So on these pillow covers, you can trace this kind of a goldish fabric. Select this image, edit, open this folder, and open with the paint, and trace these values. So how? I am going to pick this one, go to edit, 240, 226, 215. Remember these values. I will create a fabric material. I will select one fabric material. On the RGB itself, I am going to change this to these values, 240, 226, 215. So 240, 226, 215. Click OK. Select, double click on Alt C. Select these B. From this direction, I am thinking like it may getting a little bit more vibrant, so I will go to HSB, just decrease this one, like change these value to HSB or HCL. Here you can adjust this colorness a little bit more. That's it. Okay, probably it is a light color and it is dark color, so I can use this. These pillows are also matching with it, so first of all I will adjust little bit more dullness. Okay, I mean I am trying to match the scene. And this one is a greenish, probably it may match here or not. I will adjust a little bit light colors. Yes. And this one, want to get it furthermore whitish. That's it. And this is gray and this one gray, so you can match like this one 111, right? So same value I'm going to use here. Okay, very bit. That's it. So these two will match the floor. Actually I'm going to change the floor material as well. Select this, edit, open. I have downloaded this marble material from Share Textures, cc0textures.com. 4 feet scale would be nice for this one. I forgot the pillows. Edit little bit light color. Okay, so what do you think of this one? I don't think this one is good. Is it matching or opposite? Okay, how about light white color, cream RGB 180, sorry, Control Z, Control C, Control V, Control V, light grayish, or you can use the same here. Okay, I will use the same color over here. You don't need to change, apply again and again. Simply you can change with the RGB. Only in Enscape it is much simple way you can adjust these materials. 99, 85, 72, 99, 85, 72. See, now it is matching. Okay, I think this is good up to here. Now I need to make some decorative parts over here and lights. So I will make sample lights. Okay, 2 inches, probably 3 inches, no, 2 lights, so 2.5 inches, which means 5 radius circle. M control in this direction 9 inches. Okay, this point or this point, this 2 is erase center line, make it a component, create, double click, delete that line, and I will use the circle, Z direction, 0.25 inch, half inch, 0.25, triple click it. Why I'm using follow me tool. I have used the shortcut Y. Select this cross section. So this is going to be the light. Half is going to be metal, half is going to be emisu. So to make it a half, I have one more tool, Zorro. This is also free plugin from sketchucation.com. You can download it. Simply I have sliced it. That is good, I think. Use a circle, Z direction, pick the center, circle of 0.5, which means 1 inch, very bit to here, little bit more, okay, like this, and offset up to half, and I will push pull it. See now, okay. This is the string up to this. Okay, now I need to move it a little bit further forward, 2 inches or 3 inches. Okay, next step I am going to M control copy little bit upward direction, that's it, and double click. See, if I create a base over here, it is going to create the another base over here. So I am going to make them into the group. Double click inside the group. I will make a circle. Actually, on an average, I am making. This change may not that much noticeable, but if you want, you can adjust furthermore. That's it. Okay, I will create yellowish, little bit reddish oranginess kind of. Okay, and I will use metal, METAL, metal keyword, and click OK. Select it, again select it, B apply to on top, and these two. Okay, select like this and B apply. That's it. Here I need to make the emiso. I will use, okay, new material, white color only. I will select EMISSIVA. Emiso means for the lights. Double click, only select up to here, B apply. Whether it is applied or not, you can change the color, you can check it. That's it. Here it is applied. And on opposite side I am going to use mirror. You can use this mirror, or if it is problematic to trace, Control X, this is a component, right? Edit, paste in place. See, so similar way if you want, that's okay, up to you. If it is not, select it, scale, -2 -1. Distressing is hard because background lines are picking. That's it, -1. So that's it, up to here it is good. Now I need to use some decorative, either books or some decorative pieces. You can add them over here. I use these decorators. Depends on you, you can use any of your choice. I use this. So I want to increase the scale a little bit furthermore. Just observe from where you want to take the render, whether these are okay or not. Okay, satisfied with it. Now what we need to do, you need to check for the ceiling. So before that I am going to copy this line to 2 feet. So only here we need to make the ceiling, right? Okay, I will use offset. I'm going to use 1.5 feet. Okay, and select this line. Okay, I'll see, move it further 6 inches, means here 2 feet and here also 2 feet. So here you can create lights, and I will use offset, push pull 4, double click and select these 4 lines. M control, I'll see, push pull this space to 2 inches, double click. Okay, not in this direction, 2 inches, and the same in this direction 2 inches, out 2 inches. That's it. Control Alt X. In the X-ray view you can erase the edges, unneeded edges. That's it. Okay, Alt X. Okay, that's it. Now you can place some lightings and all. That's up to you. So what I am going to do, we will check the render if we are getting some lighting from here and from in the exposure and all. Okay, once you observe this scene, see, not much of lighting coming out of it, so I need to use some artificial lights as well. So if you click here, it will open the visual settings. I will select the exposure to auto. Once you move it, you will get some lighting inside the scene, right? And it is not that good. See, we are not getting that much of lighting inside the scene. So what I am going to do, I will make the lightings. So okay, 2 inches, push pull it 0.25, make it a component, create. Okay, M, so this red color up to the center midpoint, and M control in this direction, how much, 2 feet, and control 4 feet. That's it. And I will see, I can sample the emissive material from here and double click, apply to this light, and I will draw a center line. Okay, trace this center and draw a line so that we can trace while creating the spotlight. So this one for the landscape objects, spot, center, these two for the source and these two for the endpoint. Erase, some lighting is getting over here. Select this and you will use a light packs, use here. This one I can get some lighting on inside in the scene. So now I can adjust these lights wherever I want. So to fill the lights, what I am going to do, select this, M control over here on opposite of the room. Some more light will fill. Here we are not getting light, right? So again, emissive, double click, I'll see. I'm going to apply on these faces. Select this one, B, apply on these faces, and opposite here, and here. See, we are getting some lighting. if you want further more lighting, you can use uh, ob- objects line lights. I will create a line light over here, center, okay, and an average. I will move 1 inch and 1 inch inside, so it is inside, and I will use increase the length. See, here you can get further more lighting, right? If I increase the line length, see, furthermore, even more, yeah, so fully, and I can increase it. Okay, wait, before increasing I will copy M control, placing it or not, you can check it. And if I use 2500 units CD value, now I can turn off, where is it, I can turn off this auto exposure, and I can adjust it with my tasting. Depends on your tasting, you can adjust it. 56 is good. So now we need to adjust another all these materials one by one. For the curtains, like if you use transparency, just use the highly specular and highly roughness material, and you can change the refractive index, but nothing much is going to be affected. So use the opacity more than 95. So in the Enscape we can't increase more than 95, so you can increase that over here. If you change it to 96, right away it will appear like a curtain, right? 97 is good. If you want, you can use the transparency texture also, like I will use the same texture for the transparency, and you can adjust the brightness so that little bit more see-through translucency effect will create. So depends on your taste and all, you can change it. And now I need to select these panels and go to materials, highly reflective, and I will use some metalness on it. If you use metallic, like highly metallic means it will act like a mirror. See, if you increase more and more, it will act like a mirror. It depends on your tasting and all, you can adjust them. I have already adjusted this material as metal, right? So if you want, you can increase further, like use smoothness, full smoothness, so it will create some highly fine reflective effect on it. So I will use that. And further, like I can change this one, I can increase the metalness, like more close to orange color, it is creating like a copper kind of effect, right? That's why I'm using it. So you can use the same over here as well, like on the wardrobe. I will select this line, M control in this direction 7, like we have 1 more inch effect, right? And M control 1 inch. I can use the same material on over here, like we will get some copper strip effect, right? You can select it here, some strips. If you observe it from here, you can get these kind of effect, right? So either way you can choose, you can change the design however you want. For this fabrics are always rough material, so I can leave them. And if you observe this metallics also, these are also good. And for this we didn't apply any material, so changes. If you use zero roughness means it will act like a glass and you will get this reflect effect. And for the flooring it is not glossy, so use further more roughness, further more smoothness, and increase the little bit metalness, so that you will get fine finishing, fine reflective effects, very little bit metallic. For the Enscape you can use this, like to create highly reflective materials. And for these, like I didn't apply any smoothness on it. This one also I want to create a highly like glossy finish. I want to use glossy finish. And on the white color also I want glossiness. See, glossiness is good. And on the wood, like you can increase further little bit glossiness. Nothing much noticeable effect is there. Here this fabric material, right? I will increase little bit roughness, smoothness, so that like some reflective effect, like silk type of materials will get some reflectivity. That's why I'm using some smoothness on it. And similarly here also you can use the same, little bit roughness. Don't use too much, very little bit fine roughness. And next one on this, like I want this to be reflective, right? I will use a little bit more reflective smoothness, so that some glossy effect will be created on it. Don't go too much, little bit, very fine. Here I didn't use any textures on it. So for this I want to create, like I have used the glossiness on it, but it is not that much noticeable, right? So I am going to do, like I will apply these colors on these pillows. Either you can use the texture or this kind of metal also, texture fabrics on these pillows. Like here you can observe some design is going on and it is entirely plain. So that's why if you can use some textures on here, it will fill the scene. That's why on this one I am going to use it. Like I will create new material. I will use this one, or here like we have another pillows also there, but black may not suit over there. That's why I am using this one. So like this is just image I have downloaded from Google itself. Double click, select this pillow like this, and I will use Fredo tools. If you click Control, you will get this adjustments, and click here. Wait for it to adjust, and that's it. Adjust it. Probably good. You can use another texture over here, but I am satisfied with it, so I can stop it over here. So you can use the same model. I will post this model in the link itself. You can use it, or you can make on your own, and please share your images in the community section. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care.